As you know, last week and basically since the earthquake, a number of community agencies have been out in and around Miami working with the Haitian community to do registrations for temporary protective status. And our students in the clinical program, as well as other law students, have been working with them in places like Little Haiti, in Broward, and other locations around South Florida where the Haitian community congregates and comes together. We were asked last week to engage in a different task, which is one that's, I think, tailor-made for law students, in that all of the hundreds and soon thousands of applications that have been taken to enable Haitians to have this temporary protective status, before they can be sent in, they're complex legal documents. They're actually applications. By submitting this type of document, a Haitian national is bringing himself or herself to the attention of the United States government. That's nothing to sneeze at. So it's a very deliberate and careful evaluation that needs to go into whether someone is not just filling out a form. So we were asked, given that we have legal capacity, that our law students in the immigration clinic and elsewhere have the capacity to help review these applications, to set up basically a quality control center. So we were invited in by Catholic Legal Services, and we're here this afternoon, and we've been here, and we're going to continue to be here, working with the attorneys here in a quality control sort of review phase. We're checking documents, we're checking eligibility for temporary protective status. We're making sure that if a Haitian is bringing himself to the attention of the United States government, it's not going to redound negatively and have worse effects. If the person's not eligible, we don't want them to be taken into deportation proceedings or hauled off into, deep immigration detention or something worse. So what we're doing is trying to make sure all of the legal ducks are in a row so that these applications can actually be sent out.
Obviously, we have a lot of volunteers. We've had a wide turnout for most of our training sessions so far. So we're going to keep forwarding any information and opportunities about the registration sites to volunteers and law students as well. And anybody else in the community that is trying to help, we strongly encourage them to come out, and I'm sure they can do good for somebody.
I want to help because I am a Haitian of Haitian nationality. I am an American citizen now, but I see that, in light of everything that has happened, the destruction, the earthquake in my country of origin, that it is really hard for people to live in these conditions, and I would like them to obtain this temporary status to be able to remain here, at least during the time that this is happening. But I know the situation in Haiti is really terrible for everyone, not just my own family members. It's hard for anybody to go back at this time. And I'm happy because I came to this event, and I'm happy to see that a lot of people in this community are willing to help, and FIU students especially, and professors, they're all, giving assistance. And the international aid is important.
I can tell you that we've already been asked to take on additional tasks, because this is really just the tip of the iceberg. This is so unprecedented in terms of the numbers and the complexity of these issues, that, and because we're in Miami, and because our students, I think, in some ways are uniquely positioned to help with some of these issues because of their connections to the community, we've already been tapped by this agency and others to be on the lookout for increasingly complex legal tasks that these agencies may not have the resources to carry out. So it's still really the beginning of the process, but I anticipate that, yes, certainly through this semester and probably into the summer, our clinic and probably the law school in general will be involved with this agency and with other agencies that are spearheading these efforts.